Welcome to Global City Guide. Hello, friends. The year 1945. On 5th December at 10 past 2 in the afternoon, 5 torpedo bomber aircraft of the U.S. Navy took off from Florida. This mission was called Flight 19. It was a 3-hour-long routine training mission. It wasn't anything special. They were simply flying to conduct their regular training missions. There were 14 crew members on the flight, led by their flight leader, a highly experienced pilot and war veteran. These 5 planes flew east from Florida. Everything was normal, the weather was clear, but about 2 hours after the takeoff, their squadron leader reported that there were sudden problems in their compass. Their compass stopped working. They take out their backup compass, but the backup compass failed too. They can't determine their actual position. They asked the pilots of the other planes, but their instruments were malfunctioning too. Lt. Charles Carroll Taylor was the squadron leader. After the compass broke down, utterly confusing messages were sent over radio transmission. The weather starts worsening. At 4:56 in the evening, Taylor believes that their planes were flying over the Gulf of Mexico, and that they needed to fly east to get back to Florida. So he commanded the rest of the planes to fly east, but some of the crew aboard the flight believed that they were already flying east of Florida, and that they needed to fly westwards. Right after this order, one of those planes sent a radio transmission saying it shows that some of the crew members believed that they had to fly westwards to get back home. But the weather continues to worsen. It's soon sunset, and then the darkness of night. At this point, it is believed that the planes were actually 370 kilometers east of Florida. At 7:04 p.m., we get the last radio transmission from Taylor. After this, all 5 planes are lost forever. Till date, we have no clue about these planes. Where are they? What happened to them? After the disappearance of Flight 19, a search and rescue Mariner aircraft took off with a crew of 13 people. They were on the mission to find Flight 19. But while looking for them, they too disappear. First, 14 people of Flight 19 disappeared, and then 13 people of the Mariner search and rescue aircraft. For days after this, a large-scale air and sea search operation was carried out. One of the largest search operations of the time to look for both of these flights. But they could find nothing. Neither do they find a body of any person, nor any part of the aircraft. Everything had disappeared. Interestingly, the area where both planes disappeared, today, we know that area as the Bermuda Triangle. We don't know which way is west. Over the past 50 years, 3,000 ships and 100 planes have gone missing in a mysterious stretch of water in the Atlantic Ocean. Ships have gone missing, planes have gone missing. Known as the Devil's Triangle, a source of intrigue, legend and fear, this is the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is said to be a very mysterious part of the ocean. There, more than 100 aircraft and ships have disappeared. They were never found again. This area lies between Florida in the USA, Puerto Rico, and the country Bermuda in the north. It makes a triangular area like this. Overall, this area spans more than 500,000 square miles. Tales of the Bermuda Triangle are older than 500 years. In 1492, when Christopher Columbus set out to find the New World, he reported that when he was passing by this area, his compass stopped working. And one night, when he looked at the sky from his ship, he saw a weird light, a strange light that looked like a ball of fire. And he saw that ball of fire fall out of the sky into the ocean. This was the beginning of the mystery. Over the next few eras, several names were given to this area. The Graveyard of the Atlantic, the Sea of Doom, Sargasso Graveyard, These names were used in the 18th and 19th centuries. But the name the Bermuda Triangle was used for the first time in 1964. In a magazine called Argosy, there was an article by Vincent H. Gaddis in 1964, titled The Deadly Bermuda Triangle. This was the first time the phrase Bermuda Triangle was used. In this article, many disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle over the last several decades were summarized by him. He had tried to link them all, trying to create a mystery, claiming that there is something peculiar in this area of the ocean because of which so many aircraft and ships disappear. Although there were no explanations in the article as to why it happened. But this made the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle the most popular at the time. So popular that many books were written on it. Many films and computer games were made. There were songs on the Bermuda Triangle too. Talking about some other incidents, there was another horrifying incident in the year 1918. It involved the USS Cyclops, one of the biggest and fastest ships of the US Navy at the time. It was a very important asset for the American Navy, especially when America began taking part in World War I. It was used to transport the troops and coal. On 4th March 1918, 306 people were aboard the USS Cyclops. From a city near Washington called the West Indies Baltimore, this ship began its journey towards Brazil. Other than people, this ship was carrying 11,000 tons of manganese. The journey was supposed to take 9 days. Everything was fine with the departure of the ship. The weather was clear. While departing, the ships sent the message, but this message was the last message from this ship. After this ship began its journey, there was no news from it. It had disappeared suddenly. This shocked everyone. One of the biggest ships of the US Navy, a ship this huge, how could it disappear suddenly? If you think that this incident was mysterious, a more daunting and frightful incident was the Ellen Austin mystery. In the year 1881, a 210 feet long ship, the Ellen Austin, traveling from London to New York, quite common for the day, many ships undertook this journey at the time. But on its way, Ellen Austin encountered an unidentified ship near the Bermuda Triangle area. From the outside, this unidentified ship looked completely normal, but there was no trace of any humans aboard this ship. There was no crew, no people at all. The captain of Ellen Austin decided to go aboard the ship to see what had happened. First, he brought his ship alongside this ship and waited for 2 days so that they could see if there was anyone or even a trace of anyone for any response from the other ship. But there was no response for 2 days. After that, the captain set foot on the unidentified ship. There was a lot of stuff on this new ship, and everything was in the place it should have been. During that time, it was common for pirates to rob other ships, but there was no sign of any struggle on this ship. But still, the people were missing. To solve the mystery, the captain decided to tow this ship to New York, because his destination was also New York. If there was any claim about this ship, it could be checked in New York. But during the journey, a storm arrived. And because of the storm, the unidentified ship got separated from Ellen Austin. After the storm, when everything calmed down and Ellen Austin arrived in New York, they found no sign of the unidentified ship. It had disappeared again. Later, the captain tried to find this ship, but he couldn't find it again. And the scary thing is that this ship disappeared at the same place in the Bermuda Triangle, where even today, many aircraft and ships have disappeared. Friends, there are many more such mysterious incidents related to the Bermuda Triangle. There are stories of ships and aircraft disappearing suddenly. Sometimes the distress signals from the pilots and captains of the ships are not understandable at all. There are many stories of UFO sightings in the Bermuda Triangle. In fact, Some people believe that the Bermuda Triangle is actually an area where aliens have set up their base under the water, and they abduct the aircraft and ships that come over that area. Some people even say that there is a city of aliens under the water in the Bermuda Triangle, where extraterrestrial beings live, and the strange lights seen in the Bermuda Triangle are because of them. So friends, what do you think about the Bermuda Triangle? Do you believe in these mysterious stories about the Bermuda Triangle? Or do you think that these are just coincidences, and there is a scientific explanation for all these incidents? Do share your views in the comments. I hope you liked this video. If yes, then do like and share it. And if you are interested in such mysterious and interesting topics, then subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. We will meet you soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye.